Hi, I'm Mary, and today I'm going to attempt to switch out the stereo inside my 2011 Honda CRV. My former stereo was the OEM 6 CD changer type, so that's what I'll be working with. So the first thing you have to do is to remove this air conditioning control panel thing. And so there's these little indents on either side where I'm, trying to get my tool in there. That's supposed to make it easier. It's really hard. The plastic tools will help prevent damage to the trim, but mine still got scratched because I had to use a regular screwdriver for part of it. Yeah, you'll eventually get it out. It's really hard, and most of these things are sped up by 1.5 times. So yeah, it was a struggle. Anyways, mine's an automatic, so if you have an automatic, you can turn on the vehicle and shift to get that out of the way. Otherwise, it'll maneuver around, and that's what it looks like. And then you'll take this little panel trim piece off. There's 4 clips. It's pretty tricky, but the plastic tool can get in there, pry it off. It takes a while. And slides out. And then the hardest part is taking off this vent piece here. I tried to get it out. It's supposed to slide towards you and has some clips, but I tried and I eventually got it off. It broke. So I had to order a replacement part, but yeah, you might have more luck than me. I think it gets brittle in the sun. There's 5 points here where it attaches, and you gotta pop them off. But that allows you to access these screws that you have to remove. They're a little tricky, but not as bad as a lot of the trim pieces. So, just a tip, if you have a magnetic screwdriver like I do, that prevents screws from getting lost inside your vehicle by falling in. So just a tip. Anyways, you remove all 4 of these screws, and then the 6 CD changer is now ready to be removed, but I don't know, some places said to remove these other trim bits, so I took that off, which gives you access to the side trim. You take out these 2 screws, one on either side, and then you can kind of pop it out of the way a little bit more, but from what I saw, it's not really necessary. I don't know. It was a little excessive, but easy. Yeah, so you can kind of move the trim bits out a little to give you more room to access the unit. And then I used a rag to help pry it out because I didn't want to damage it or hurt my fingers. And then it slides out. And then you can disconnect the wires here. There's a little pinch point to help remove it. The last one you're going to see me struggle with here. It's really in there. There's a little point that you're supposed to pinch, on the side, but I could not get it with just my hands. Yep, this is at 1.5 speed, and you're seeing me struggle with it for a while. So what I do is I get my needle nose pliers, and then I can reach that point better and wiggle it out. So that's what I recommend. And then, yeah, you can see those are the 3 ports that those plug into. And then these are the wires that we will be using on the new unit. So this is me putting in the new unit. It's, oh, that's so that you can have the backup camera. I'm not installing it this time, but I will in the future maybe. And so you just plug in these 3 connectors, pretty easy. Just get them in really solid so that they don't jiggle loose with your car's motion. It's easy to tell which is which because there's little grooves and stuff, so you probably won't have any problems. And then it's all connected. Yeah, that one had a little click, so you could tell when it was fully connected. And then there's these little wires. They weren't necessary for right now. Maybe they will be when I do the backup camera. And then you just kind of slide it in. The trim pieces that go back on, they help keep it in place. There's no screws now to keep it in place. I don't know if that's going to cause problems in the future. But then you just put all the things back the way you took them off. And as you can see, starting up the vehicle and success! Yay! So thanks for joining. That was quite a struggle, and I guess let me know if you have any questions. As I said, I will post a link to the product that I got off of Amazon, and yeah, thanks for joining me. Bye.